welcome to my edition of Living Context. Today we are Crystal Lounge. So we are successful. I'm still event host and that. Anything entertainment is just going to be So today is going to be telling us about his journey to the entertainment world, how it is being in the West. So why not join us?
My name is Sola, but everybody calls me Sola Rahman. Why I still don't joke, but everybody calls me Sola Rahman.
Okay, so how did Sola Rahman move into the MC world?
I think it started way back when I was in university. I was never really the very gentle type, yeah. I wasn't too loud, but I wasn't the gentle type, so all the events that were happening, I usually attended as a guest, but all of a sudden, it just dawned on me at some point, and friends pushed here and there, like, oh yes, you can do this. And there was a particular event that came up, and I wanted to attend the event, but you know the way financial constraints can be for students, especially second semester. So I decided to do everything I can to get into the event, and most of it was not most, and that was how it started.
Okay. So during your pursuit entertainment world, were your parents in support of it despite the fact that you still in school?
My mom has always been a very big support. When I was in high school, she made sure I was in the drama club, I was in the dance club, I was anything that has to do with art and culture, she was in full support.
Okay.
My dad was not against it, but he really didn't have any comment, let me just put it that way. He was more of a get your acts together, you need to live a corporate life. You know, those parents that believe that you can be a doctor, marry another doctor.
That's true.
So,
there's many, so what did you study back then?
First degree, I studied biochemistry at the University of Maryland, then I proceeded to do a postgraduate program in strategic management. Then afterwards, I enrolled for my master's in industrial labor relations.
And when?
All at the University of Maryland.
University of Ilorin. Okay, so it's university. University of Ilorin is producing real hot basics.
Yeah.
So how has MC brought you the kind of fame in your own profession within the university? How has it been? Do you feel the fame you get in being an MC within that person from your own profession?
Yes, as a scientist, there's a very big belief that at the beginning of whatever career you choose or whatever research you decide to do, you have an hypothesis and you have to push. Now, everybody has different hypotheses at different levels until this thing eventually gets into becoming results and you have maybe the Newton's third law of motion or you have and all of that. That's when you can become well known or well accomplished as a scientist. But as an MC, all it takes is just one event. You do it right and yes, your name is out there. So when it comes to the fame and popularity, yes, being an MC gives you that. Being a scientist, yeah, I'm more of a laboratory person. You're just in there getting human samples and all of that. So it's more of a behind the scene kind of thing as a scientist.
Okay, knowing the fact that you go so well educated, did you go out some events sometimes I'm carrying this person event that is not even well educated and the rest? Do you feel that?
No, shockingly. I've had clients who will tell me, are you sure you can cope? It's not as elite as you might presume it to be. And I'm like, no, that's where professionalism really comes into play. I must be able to be as roused as possible and as posh as possible, depending on what the client wants. So I can be that local Ibadan boy, or that local learning boy that is from Idiape or from Babu Kohab. And the next thing, I'm the posh guy who is living in Banana Island and I just came back from the States and I have to posh up and all that. Yeah, that's how it is.
Okay, no problem. Success is relative, How would you how can you compare the amount you're getting from being an MC to the amount you have been getting if you were an
Okay, for me, I tell people success is really about getting end results when you do the things you love. Now, when I pick up the mic and I start talking, I feel like, oh, I feel fulfilled. And Yeah, there might be financial benefits that might come along with it, but the joy I get from hosting events is more rewarding than any other thing. And when I'm in the lab, yes, I enjoy it because it's new discovery, or we can find a cure to Ebola, or we might discover what is going to cure cancer, but it's not as fulfilling, it's not as, I don't feel that much exactly compared to when.
So you really feel happy, like you're happy with what you do?
Yes, I am happy with what I'm doing. And I like the fact that I'm able to lead that multi-personal life. Yes, I am able to be a scientist during the week, and on weekends I am that full-fledged.
According to previous interview we had, it was being noted that you're a huge fan of perfumes.
Oh, yes, I am.
Yeah, talking about the Toffers, so the rest. So, what perfume would you say, okay, fine, this is the kind of perfume I could never use? You can't catch me wearing this perfume, even in my room.
I'm not trying to condemn any brand, but there are just some things that, I don't know, that for me, when I walk into a perfume store, there's this thing I always tell them. I want a smell that is influential, that is alluring. You know what I'm saying? That is very key for me. There are some perfumes that do not offer that. They just make sure you don't smell bad. But I like perfumes that when you walk into a gathering, it has this, there's just this thing about the sight that you feel like this is an influential person.
Do you have any other skill or experience about being an MC, about chemist or something?
Yes, I plan and manage people's events. Yes. Aside hosting, yes. I plan and I manage events from scratch and getting vendors, make sure everything goes as you most likely want.
So, what is your greatest fear?
My fear. This sounds very somehow, but I'm very scared of Nigerian roads. I'm very sorry. I feel like they are death traps. I'm very, very, very scared of Nigerian roads. There's just, I don't understand why they will not be polarized roads. It's just terrible. And I'm scared of heights. Very scared of heights. And I would say scared, but I get freaked out by cockroaches. I don't know.
Now you're feeling like one shade guy that's coming back from jail.
No. I feel very, I feel very, how I put it, there's this thing about them, I don't know, I just don't feel comfortable.
Okay. So, how do you like to unwind?
Unwind? Because I live a very public life, let me put it like that. My work requires me to be out there at a party or whatever. So for me, unwinding is when I'm indoor and I am not talking to anybody and I'm alone and I'm listening to music or I'm chatting with very close friends on. Yeah, that's how it is.
Okay.
No.
If I may ask, like people are wanting to know, Sola Rahman, are you single? They want to know.
No, I'm not single.
Sola Rahman.
I just look at the camera and say this for the record.
I left up to Lagos on Friday and I left immediately.
January 2016. That's the end of 2016. I wanted to go there and represent. Abdurrahman,
I think Lagos
Olu Sola
for the Nigerian first anniversary.
Okay, I like to say that Abdurrahman Olu Sola, I am extremely, totally. There's any other words I can explain it. I'm so single. I'm single to stupor, let me say it. Like false of it, I'm very single.
I'm not one saying this. Like, I heard it from people, and people showed me some evidence. There are like a lot of these pictures that have been seen on Instagram, picture of this girl. Like, it's like they graduated together, we get together, and the rest. And like a lot of pictures I've been seeing with you, this girl or something, and you keep on insinuating, you keep on saying that she's your friend.
She is my friend.
They are different type of friends.
Yes, I know. Okay, now if you're someone who knows me well, you know that I feel more comfortable around female company. Maybe because I grew up around a whole lot of them. So I have more female friends than male friends. I'm not the regular guy who just likes to play football and all that. No, I like to sit with the ladies and watch TV and all of that. So I have a lot of female friends. So she happens to be one of my female friends. And it's just coincidental that she keeps popping up on my IG page. I don't know. Maybe we take good pictures together. Maybe. But seriously, nothing. Don't let her book actually.
Alright, no problem. So I would want to know, like, people do mistake, or should I say, they do compare comedians and MCs together. So I would want to know, like, are you a comedian as well?
No, not. My job is to make sure that an event runs smoothly. There is a program of events and I need to go through it accordingly. And I have to do that in such a way that the tempo of the event or the tempo of the hall is not low. So it requires me doing things that can crack people up, yes. I wouldn't call it comedy, I'm a jester. I can make jest of people, like I make jest of things, I can, anything. This cup can be a source of fun for all of us here.
Can you make it?
It's just, you know, this thing comes with when you're on stage and you look, because I tell you, the easiest way to keep your audience going is use things they can see. Most times, comedy you have to think about. That are sometimes people crack jokes and 5 people are sitting and maybe just 2 will laugh. They're the only 2 that get it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but if you are a jester and you make jest of things, they can see it. So that way they understand it. And it's, so I'm more visual than.
So are they in, sorry, are they in, oh my god, sorry, has there been any time where you ask a client to work and say that, like, okay, good, then this is this wedding, let me go and propose to this person on the day of the wedding, okay, can I MC the party for you or something?
Yeah, there have been broke moments. Every human being on earth must have gone through that. There have been very, like, broke moments where you want to call the back and say, please, you know I've been back with you, just give me some money. But me going to meet a client and say, I beg, let me help you, no. I feel, number one, it's not ethical. Number two, it puts you at that very vulnerable stage. It's like, oh, the things are not going as smooth as they ought to be for this person. And if you're a kind of person like me who's trying to build a brand, there are some things that come along with building a brand and you don't want to send the wrong impression.
Okay. So we'd want to know what's the most expensive thing?
Up until you asked, I never really thought about this. I'm telling you.
Okay.
Now I'm trying to scan through my wardrobe.
Okay. Take your time.
Believe me, I really can't tell. I am telling you, I have a couple of things in there that, yeah, for me, I don't peg things on how much I buy them, but maybe the value attached to it, it might be a gift. I got from someone I really place it high. Everybody who lives with me knows that, okay, yes, you don't mess with this is Shola's. But I can buy something for 100K or 200K and I will let it go. So for me, it's about the emotions attached to what I have in my wardrobe.
Okay. So if you're starting a business, what 3 fashion items?
Fashion items. First and foremost, I need very solid sunglasses. You know, there's just this thing about you not wanting to ruin your eyes. Then I think I would want to wear a piece from the Yeezy collection, this Kanye West collection. They look very desert-like, so it will go. Then maybe Yeezy boots too. So that way, at least I know if even if I'm going to die in there, I'm going to get to heaven fashionably.
Now, define Sola.
Sola Rahman is easygoing.
Okay.
Very jovial. I would like to use that word. Very jovial, very, I don't know the word to use, but I'm not the type of person who takes things to heart. I don't easily get pissed about issues, so I laugh over a lot of things. Even when people are telling me to be angry, I will just laugh about it. I'm very real. I don't see a reason why I should not be real. if I'm hustling to get my own money, then why should I be fake about it again? So I try to be very real. Then Sola Rahman likes food. Let me put that out there. I like not just food, good food. I'm telling you, I feel I should be the go-to person when it comes to where they sell good food anywhere in the country. I know the spots and hangouts. I'm telling you.
You told us you went to Ambassador.
That one.
So what happened? Like, why aren't you seeing you on the billboard no more? You missed Sola Rahman.
Okay, me being on the billboard in the past was, I didn't see it coming. It just happened.
Okay.
I was contracted to get people to come and audition for a show.
Okay.
I was supposed to be like a hunt, a talent hunt, that's what I was told. And okay, I got a lot of people from university back, okay, let's go for this, let's go. And they all decided to turn up. And we got there again. One of them was like, oh, why don't you, who is bringing a lot here, why don't you audition? And I'm like, okay. And the people who contracted me are different from people who came to audition.
Okay.
So it was, there was nothing like, oh, maybe I know the person there, I was skilled to, and all that. Okay. And I just went in and I did it. And based on what the woman who auditioned me, I can never forget her face, told me. I didn't even know I was going to get picked. She was like, you are fat, you look like a bag of rice, you are this. And I remember telling her that day that, Ma, there are two things in life that nobody can tell me I don't know how to do. Number one, I feel I'm very talented. And number two, I think I'm a fine boy. I like what I see in the mirror. So at that point, I just had to, for me, it was me not letting anybody trample on my self-esteem. Okay. So I had to bounce back. And I got it, and they said it was a pageant, it was a beauty pageant. And okay, I just did my thing. It was male and female. We were supposed to win a phone, a Sony Ericsson phone, and 250,000. I was like, oh, cool, that's good money. And I did it, I won, and immediately they just told me, oh, okay, now you're a Glow Ambassador, there's this, you have to do the shoes, you're going to be a billboard. I'm like, they didn't tell me all of this. It just happened sporadically, and it was one of the best moments of my life. For 3 years, that was ambassador for Global. It was worthwhile, it was fun, it helped my career. I met a whole lot of new people. It helped me diversify the things I do, and even the people who work in there taught me a couple of things.
Okay, what's the best part about being an MC?
Apart from the popularity, the fame, and the money, I think one of the few things is for every event I go to, I get free Ashwebi. I get all the souvenirs they give at the wedding, definitely. Then, at any point in time, it's easy for an MC to just crash a wedding. Like, I can invite my whole family for a wedding. I'm telling you, they don't check us at the entrance. Because I say I'm the MC, like, yeah, I'm going in. You get what I'm saying? That's one of the perks. Then, it gives you a chance to meet a lot of influential people. For example, I was at a wedding once that had the Senate President in attendance. And despite all the protocols and ethics that comes with him being a Senate President, I'm the MC.
Okay.
Yeah, we have to relate. I have to talk to him and say, oh God, this is how it is. And so it gives you that. And one thing about this, most times when you do this thing like once or twice, or people have met you from time to time, they get familiar and they recognize you. And maybe one of these days, if you decide to retire from being an MC, there's a very strong possibility that these are the same sort of people that can eventually help you in life. Yeah.
Alright, so what is your lesson? What are your business, being an MC, what has it taught you?
First of all, it has taught me that nobody in life should rush into marriage. I have learned that you should not rush into. I've hosted weddings that before I called them, like a week after to ask for my balance, the wedding was off. So I didn't even know who to call. Maybe it's the event planner, the mother, or the father, or the bride who is crying, or the groom who is sad. So I've learned do not rush into marriage. I have learned you have to be patient because as an event host, you deal with different personalities, different people coming with different life issues to one wedding. Then I've also learned that I've learned how to not misuse people's trust. Because it takes a lot of trust for somebody to hand over their big day to you and trust you with it. So you cannot afford to mess it up because there's no second chance. People don't get married twice. People don't do AGMs twice. People don't do hosts. Yet it can't happen twice. Some memories cannot be relieved. So you just have to do it appropriately.
Okay, what if you're doing that moment when the bride is crying and the girl is like, oh, I'm taking you to my house, and the bride is like, I don't want to leave my parents now. How do you feel?
Just get the truth. At that point, I'm keeping up a very big smile, like, oh, I'm saying different, but in my head, I'm thinking, can you just hurry up? I want to go home. Can you just hurry up? Let's get this thing over and done with. Because there's sometimes you just drag it unnecessarily. You have to say, I know brides who fake tears. We understand you are faking it, you have to do it, but can you just keep it short and simple? Don't drag it. Yeah, but it's nice. I'm one of the few things here that I also learned is as a wedding MC, you cannot but be a very hopeless romantic. I've seen different shades of love that will make you understand the shade of love I want to show whoever it is I choose today. So, yes.
So romantic. Like crying.
Future boo, if you are watching, I can be very romantic.
So, what's your advice to your aspiring MCs, or should I say parents?
To young people out there generally, first and foremost is get educated. This is very key. Secondly is education cannot solve your whole life issues. Always make sure you learn a trade, learn something. You could learn to be an MC, you could learn how to bake, you could learn how to just learn to do something, because I have come to realize that at different times in my life I was able to juxtapose my abilities to be able to sustain my income over a period of time. So at one moment I'm a biochemist, the next moment I can use the things I learned to make. So just make sure you are educated and you have a soft skill. And also do not let anybody anywhere tell you you cannot do it. Do not let anybody.
Don't listen to negative vibes.
I'm telling you, no, the negative vibes are good, but let them be springboards to push you to greater heights. I would say it's authoritatively and categorically. I think I'm one of the people in the world that has the greatest amount of haters and beefers. But they keep smiling with me. I know them. I hear the things they say, but I have developed a tough skin. There's nothing to do but just smile about it, because that's just how it is. Then, above all things, remember that God is key, the family is important, and find true love.
Oh, so sweet. Thank you very much, Sola Rahman, for
Thank you for
taking
having me.
We hope to see more of you. We hope to see Sola Rahman 2020 vision, because everybody's having this 2020 vision.
Or what marriage?
Why is it 2018?
Quick one to the boy out there. If you are watching, there's no dates. I just need to find you first. So when I find you, we'll choose it.